Hello everyone, welcome back to Clap Monday.
Clap Monday! Hey!
I clapped like a seal.
You got your weak wrists again? They're acting up?
I'm like a seal.
You need to drink milk. Anyway, that's right, we need to celebrate the good old days.
Yeah.
While we still can.
Yeah, we're still in a pre-Switch world, everybody. That didn't sound very promising when I said it like that.
No, not really.
Well, hey, you misunderstand, all right? There are phases to Nintendo consoles. We're in the good one right now, where we think it'll actually be a good console.
These are like Star Trek films.
Yeah,
Anyway.
we love you, Nintendo.
We really do. So, what's giving us the gut check today?
Prices
Yeah.
of the leaked variety.
Two different retailers have leaked prices for Nintendo's upcoming tablet console hybrid thing.
Yeah, where are these coming from, Elyse? Please let us know.
First, WCCF Tech grabbed a screenshot from Toys R Us Canada's website listing the coming console at $329.99 Canadian dollars.
Well, who cares about that? Please read the next line, Elyse.
How many Sir Wilfrid Lauriers is that?
No,
I don't
we
know.
need no.
And because we're Americans, well, no, not me, and that's at the center of the universe, that translates to $242 US at the time of writing, the time that Lawrence wrote this script. That could be anything by the time you hear this, being Trump's America and all.
That's right.
I might not even be here.
I know, we're enjoying Elyse while we can before she's forced to build a wall to keep people out.
Surround myself.
So that's all very interesting, but no, we are not done.
Yeah, a far spicy report comes via Let's Play Video Games, which is a website. They claim through two vetted sources that UK retailer Game is planning on listing the Nintendo Switch at 199 British pounds. Again, center of the universe, 249 US dollars.
Good job, Brexit. The report doesn't stop there, though. Again, according to Let's Play Video Games' sources, Game will stock a second SKU for the Nintendo Switch that features, quote, more internal storage and a packed-in game. What do you think, Sports Mario? What's it gonna be?
Yeah, probably some kind of variety mini game bundle.
It's gonna call You and Me.
Switchland. Ugh.
I'm fighting a cold.
There's more details to this, right, Elyse?
Unfortunately, there's no word on what the packed-in game will be or how much extra storage the SKU will offer. Regardless, this premium bundle of the Switch has a planned price of £249.99 or $311 US.
Like the band,
Ah, yes.
they're back in Nintendo form.
I like the Switch 311 edition.
And finally, Let's Play Video Games' reports that the Switch Pro controller will list at £39.99 or $49.
Yeah, I mean, these prices all line up with what we expect consoles to cost. So just to sum it up, we have one leaked price and another report from two sources, both of which pointing to a base price for around 250 US dollars. Does this seem reasonable?
Well, yeah, as far as the sources go, it stands to reason that pricing info would start leaking from multiple places at the same time. If anything, the similar timing and prices only substantiates this info.
So we specifically don't have any experience in retail management, but it's, we would expect that retailers in different regions would start setting prices for new products at the same time, whether that's because the retailer is suggesting them a price, we'll get to that later, or if it's just because that's when they start to get stock in and they know what wholesale price is and then they set prices accordingly. It seems like this process occurred at both Toys R Us and Game. One accidentally posted the price early, Toys R Us, while the other was victim to Let's Play Video Games' ace internet journalism.
Boom, gotcha.
Gotcha.
Journaled. But aside from that, are these prices legit or just coincidental guesses? Retailer listings can often contain dummy data that's necessary for a listing, which is why sometimes you'll see games listed as releasing on December 31st, 9999.
Yeah, it's just
Placeholder.
that stuff happened at GameStop all the time. We would get these updated manifests and then, Last Guardian's releasing December 31st, 2006. And I'm like, it's December 31st.
Yeah.
And I couldn't resist the opportunity to take another shot at Last Guardian. But it's so close to coming out, it just seems tasteless.
It's coming out.
That little child is learning to walk.
I'm so excited. I, for one, am so excited.
You're gonna cry over Griffins.
I am going to, and I'm taking the week off.
No, you're not.
You can't do that.
I am.
Yeah, you're not gonna be employed. Trump's kicking you out, remember?
Well, when this channel posts no videos for an entire week, you know who's to blame. So Let's Play Video Games editor-in-chief Laura Dale specifically notes that this price isn't the recommended retail price, RRP, or more commonly called in Center of the Universe America, MSRP, or manufacturer suggested retail price.
Dale even clarified on Twitter that Nintendo can't set an RRP in the UK due to regulations.
Yeah, so even though these two prices tell a similar story, at least one of them is specifically not from Nintendo.
Boom, facts.
Boom.
And is $250 even feasible for this product? Maybe, yeah. Nothing we've heard about the Switch so far implies that'll be terrifically robust from a hardware perspective.
Yeah, this is
Tech
when
just seems kind of cool.
This is when Nintendo dreams start to die. When you start to realize it's going to be a real thing, and since Nintendo likes to earn profits on their hardware, it's probably not going to be an amazing thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, Elyse, what's our analysis here?
Yeah, if we're truly looking at a Nintendo-branded NVIDIA Shield, essentially, then $250 is extremely reasonable for the base hardware. For comparison, the NVIDIA Shield launched in 2013 for $199, and further iterations of the hardware maintain similar price points. Most recently, too, NVIDIA released the Shield Tablet K1 in November 2015, and that was again released at $200 US dollars.
Battery sucks, but I really enjoy it.
Yeah, and they actually discontinued the Shield line for reasons unknown back then.
No.
Now, turns out they're making the Nintendo Switch.
Because they switched it up.
Whatcha-ta-ta! So, it is kind of very literally an extension of the NVIDIA Shield line because they retired that one and it's kind of almost seems like Nexus and Pixel with the Google phone.
Pretty much.
So actual hardware spec for the Nintendo Switch has yet to be announced, so making direct hardware comparisons to determine price, it's just a straight up guessing game at this point.
Still, if we make the most direct comparisons, it's not hard to imagine Nintendo selling the hardware equivalent of an NVIDIA Shield and using the extra $50 to cover the cost of the controllers and the power adapters.
Yeah, then Nintendo would sell the package at a very small loss or a very small gain, as they are wont with hardware. As I recall, the Wii U launched at a very tiny loss, and within like a few months, manufacturing costs had already decreased, and they were already making money on Wii U's. That's just how Nintendo rolls, man. They sell what is perceived to be underpowered hardware because everyone else is selling at a loss and actually make some money. We'll see, man.
As usual, until it's announced, it's not official, but after thinking through all the ramifications, these prices do seem feasible.
Yeah, $250 for a base Switch, $300 for a not yet defined premium package. Seems great, man. Imagine if that's Zelda. Zelda plus more storage, $300.
Sure.
Seems good to me. Or the unannounced Mario game, that could be a pack-in too.
Zelda-themed hard drives, $50.
Oy.
At least you want one?
Oh yeah, I'll take 2.
It's gold.
3.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Because we need comments. Are you going to drop $250 for Mario Zelda machine? Because that's probably all it's going to be. And then, just like that old Wii U, it's going to be gathering dust until they resell you half the features.
No, we're going to get a new
Switch Mini.
Metroid. We're going to get Mother 3. We're going to
Boom.
get a better Star Fox.
Boom.
We're going to get all these things.
Boom! What's that weird N64 game that had the giant guy that walked around? Boom! That
Pilot
one.
Wings.
Pilot Wings again.
Oh.
Boom!
Bring back Wave Racer.
Luke Cage became friends with the prison counselor, and then he got hurt in a bum fight, and then the prison counselor told another doctor to help him, so they put him in the experimental tube, and they put...
So you're saying not to watch it?
It's not good.
Okay.